morning. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
How do you feel? Does it feel like your birthday?
It absolutely
You know that birthday
feels
feeling.
like my birthday. Here's the thing. I think I maybe talked about this, but multiples of 5 are always lucky for me. Like, and by the way, it's also my mom's birthday. So happy birthday to her. We share that. She always sends me the number sequence 525. I see it everywhere at random times. And so like 5s have just always been a thing. So I feel really good about halfway to 40. Like I'm glowing today. I woke up and I was like, absolutely yes. Welcome to Disrespectfully
with Katie Maloney
and Dayna Kathan.
Unapologetically,
We're here to do what we want to do.
spilling the tea.
Babe, you're going to see the power of women. Like
Disrespectfully.
Yeah.
I put my butthole in the sunshine. I charged up,
Charge that.
did the thing, just
bell.
did a little short spine and V'd it out. Just kidding. But I did stand naked for a moment in front of my windows like this because it was really sunny. And I was just like, I told you earlier, I was laughing about this with my sister. She FaceTimed me like a good sister this morning, said happy birthday. She's like, how are you feeling? And I was like, amazing. I truly feel the best I've ever felt. But I was thinking back because I always compare my ages to the seasons of Sex and the City. So if you're 32, you're in season 1 of Sex and the City, so on and so forth. So I just entered my 4th season of Sex and the City. When Carrie turns 35, she is like, I'm 35. Ugh. And she's like, I don't have any special man in my life wishing me a happy birthday. And I woke up and I went, ugh. I literally could not relate. Carrie, clock in. She can be insufferable, but that's part of her charm and her journey.
Yeah.
But nothing about today makes me feel that way.
No.
I have a new do. If you're not watching this at home, I my hair is now, I'm a brunette, I would describe, an auburny brunette, and I really love it. And I just truly assume this is going to be the best year of my life.
I think whoever was doing the marketing for aging, like in your 30s, was really wrong.
100%.
Poor marketing job on your fault because it's nothing like you said it was going to be. It's the fucking best. I'm only in my 30s for a little longer, but I really enjoyed it. So relish in it.
And 40s are going to be just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
One of my friends is 29 and she posted on her story, like her close friends, like crying. And she was like, tell me 30s are going to be better. And I LOL'd. I was like, babe, my life began honestly at like 32. So you're good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just feel Leia got me a birthday crown. Should I put it on?
Yeah.
Let's throw that on, I would say.
Hell yeah.
How does
Great.
it look? Do it look
Looks
amazing?
great with the hair.
Great. Thanks.
It does
So,
look really good with the hair.
should I open the
Yeah.
present you got me? Because I also have a surprise for you.
Okay. Open up a present.
If you can't see this at home, she got really cute.
There's a little card. There. It's not like a.
She got disco ball wrapping paper, which I love.
I love this card so much.
Cards are really important to me. As
I'm
you
a
know.
big card gal too. Whenever I see them like at like a shop or something, I always have to grab a stack of them.
Amazing.
It's Dochi.
Dochi, love.
I'm not
Thanks,
good
sister.
at. I'm
I
not
think
good
so.
at writing cards,
But the
but
thing
I
is,
like
I
cards.
keep every single one of them ever in my life, so I don't care. Oh boy,
They double knot it.
you did. You really didn't want me to get into this. You're trying to make me look dumb.
Oh,
Okay, we
nice.
can leave that on. Maybe that was meant to be.
I think you're gonna need to take it out of the box
Oh my god.
because you got to see what it looks like.
I think I can get it.
Okay.
I've been doing all that Pilates. Oh my god.
It's really more of like just a cute, like little decorative thing.
You guys,
It's Laszlo.
Wait, no, you're kidding.
does this go in here, or is it just? Oh wait, this is the lid. Oh my god, it's a little.
Oh,
Please hold. Oh, it's like this. It's a little Laszlo tea
and then you
set.
put it on top too.
Oh, that's how it sits.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
This is-
she's
this
so
goes on top
cute.
of it.
Okay, maybe I have this. Oh, does it go in there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, it apparently is for older than 35 because I couldn't set it up. But this is so cute. Thank you, Katie. Where does one even find this? She's adorable. Here, I'll put it down here.
So I think it's pronounced Valfre, Valfre. They make some of the cutest like little houseware stuff. Like I got like a vase there that's like this little girl's head. I don't know how to take a picture and send it to you, but
No, we love you're so good at finding gifts that are much like cards, really specific to the person. So I appreciate that.
oh my god, I saw this. I was like, Dayna.
Hello.
Dayna.
Should we cheers our birthday soup?
Yes.
So Katie and I both had wine last night for different reasons, and we're a little hungover. So we're gonna have some birthday wine. And Katie's
Different
stoned.
reasons? What was your
Cheers.
reason?
Well, Katya's in town, so we're
Okay.
celebrating her arrival.
I had pasta last night. That was my
So we're having it in our Silly Goose mugs. So really quickly, I want to Uno reverse to Katie because I got you something too. And I just so happen to get it and bring it in for this day.
On your birthday, I get presents?
On my birthday. So if you also are not watching and not seeing my gorgeous hair, you're also not seeing this shirt.
It's incredible.
But if you are, it's a brand called Stitch the System. Do you know Em and Lex? I met them through Bailey at game night. They have this brand and it basically is all about just different social justice causes that I love. So my shirt is a uterus that's made of barbed wire.
Mm-hmm.
And I got you the same shirt because I knew you would love it.
Oh my God. I'm so happy.
So I got one for you. And you know
Thanks.
when parents like dress their kids super nerdy together, I was thinking we could match, but in a cool way. So that's for you.
Cool one. Oh my God. Do you know what? I want to wear this to the Oasis show next week.
There we go.
Because I'm gonna wear my
with you.
Adidas pants and a bucket hat until I can get an Oasis bucket hat and then some Adidas whatever. But I didn't know what to wear on top.
There you
And
go.
this would be perfect.
That'll be perfect. So shout out to Stitch the System. Go check out their brand. It's
Yeah.
amazing. I am so obsessed with this shirt.
We should just post a picture on social media.
On the Disrespectfully page.
Yeah,
Let
and
them see.
tag them.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Yeah. What else?
So that was enough about me. What's going on with you?
Well, I drank some wine last night and I woke up with a headache, as one does,
Mhm.
because I haven't drank a ton. Like I'll have like a drink, but I haven't had any wine, which is crazy for me. And I knew it was gonna happen. Nick and I went to that. Some people call it uovo. I call it uvo. I don't know.
I still haven't been.
It's so good. So they like have their like pasta noodles flown in from Italy daily, and it's so good. I mean, it's just simple. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it's just consistent and it's delicious. But they have a wine I really like there, so of course I got wine. And then I came home, and Nick and I were watching crazy show Shiny Happy People season 2. They're talking about like the youth group, like ministry of it all.
Okay, I didn't start it because I thought it was an old show. I thought it was like a one-time documentary, so it's new.
So yeah, last time
Okay.
I think they talked a lot about the Duggars in the last season, the previous season, and this year they're talking about something called like Teen Mania, which was like these, well, you know, when they really tried to like do a lot of like Christian rock and like mega church, like that kind of thing, you know, with like and they really targeted teens and like
As they do.
it's very culty, extremely culty, but as well. So then I had some more wine while I watched that. I was really on a roll, so I had to take care of my little hangover the only way you can sometimes, just by taking a weed gummy.
Today.
This morning.
Yeah, absolutely. We love that. Me and Katya turned Entourage on last night because you know
Ooh.
me, I just cannot watch a new show to save my fucking life. And Alyssa, shout out, by the way, Alyssa, my hairstylist. I always talk about her, but she did this transformation. She was so nervous. Her energy was so bad that morning. She's always like bubbly and sweet. I made her do a round of sighs with me. We did breaths before. I was like, Alyssa, I am ready for this. Let's do this change. And she was so scared I wasn't going to like it. So I follow her, Alyssa with one S, Alyssa Styles. If you need K-tips or anything in LA, she's your girl.
I was worried you weren't going to like it too, but it looks so good that like you would be crazy. I just thought like, you know, when you have like a
Big
pretty
change.
drastic change, it can be hard. Like,
Well, I was telling you this earlier too. Brittany, I love you, but my sister when I was 15 point blank told me your hair color's ugly, so you either need to go blonde or darker. And so then I've just bleached it for this long, and I legitimately only thought I could be pretty with bleach blonde hair, and I was like, I love being
your
natural
skin
color.
looks a whole like different glow and like color. I don't know how to explain it. Like it just really complements your skin tone.
Well, and also my skin tone's fake today because I shellacked last night, so I could be tan. But she told me about a show called The Better Sister on Prime. Have you watched this?
I've watched maybe half of it with Jessica Biel.
Yeah, she said it was really
yeah.
good, so I
It's
do
very
need to
good.
start that. Have you seen it, Leia?
No, but I've heard of it.
Okay, so maybe I'll finish that and watch Shiny Happy People, and then we'll have a chat about it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I also watch another one for you to add that's new, and it's
Tell me.
so good. It's called Hunting Wives on Netflix. It's Malin Ackerman and Brittany Snow. And Brittany Snow,
so scripted.
yeah.
Okay.
So her family, it's like her and her husband and a small boy moved to Boston, and you could tell she's got like some type of anxiety. She's really nervous. But he went there. They moved to Texas for his job, and the first like party that they can get invited to is an NRA party, and it is so wild. This show is absolutely insane and so good.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I saw a preview for that. I'm sorry. What is it on?
Netflix.
Netflix.
It just came out, but
Okay,
like
I did see a
watched it in
preview for
2
that.
days. It was so good.
First of all, I'm like, the NRA is so crazy, can't imagine. But I at first thought it was a reality show where it was like the most dangerous game, but to get a wife. So I wasn't really sure what you were talking about,
No.
but great.
Watch it. You'll like it.
Did you watch the Amy Bradley documentary?
Oh my God. And I have not stopped thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that in a moment, but can we do daddy list? Because I'm really excited about mine today.
Yeah, of course.
I have a lot that really turned me on.
Do you want to go
I'm going to go first.
take the lead?
Okay. You know what's better than going to the beach? Going to the beach with some bread. Duh. It's great for you, great for friends, and great for the goals.
I love beach bread. A little sandwich, a bagel, a wrap, all while getting a beautiful tan in the sunshine. These are things that make life worth living.
I know that's right. And what kind of bread is better to use than Hero Bread? With Hero Bread, you can focus on your health goals and still indulge in your favorite bready meals guilt-free.
Skip the sad lettuce wraps and enjoy all your favorites at the barbecue and summer hangs with Hero Bread classic burger and hot dog buns. Each serving contains 0-gram net carbs, 0 grams of sugar, 11 grams of protein, and 22 grams of fiber.
Enjoy your burgers and brats with soft, fluffy buns, sandos for an easy lunch, or easy on-the-go wraps for road trips and still hit your health goals.
Heard of their 4-gram net carb bagel with
I have.
with 19 grams of protein?
With 19 grams.
Well, make sure you're sitting down, everybody, because Hero Bread now also has a 5-gram net carb everything bagel with 17 grams of protein.
Huge. And you'd never know it's low net carb with high fiber bread from the texture. It's just beautiful, flaky, tender goodness. Plus, with small batch drops of indulgent favorites like popular 2-gram net carb Hero Croissant, you're always getting every type of bread you could ever dream of.
I love a croissant.
We love a croissant.
Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order. Go to hero.co and use code disrespectfully at checkout. That's disrespectfully at HERO.co.
With summer in full swing, I feel that familiar urge to, refresh my closet, get my summer blacks out, but I'm not trying to waste my money on pieces that I'll only wear once and just for one season. That's where Quince comes in. Their clothes are timeless, feel luxurious, look elevated, and the quality is way beyond what you'd expect for the price, which is amazing. It's the kind of wardrobe upgrade that just clicks.
Think 100% European linen tops starting at $30, washable silk dresses and skirts, and soft cotton sweaters, versatile warm weather pieces you'll reach for again and again and again and again.
And again. The best part? Everything with Quince is half the cost of similar brands.
By working directly with top artisans and cutting out the middleman, Quince gives you luxury without the markup. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes.
I just got the black 100% leather oversized bomber jacket, and let me tell you, it's perfect. You guys got to check it out.
Yeah, perfect for summer. Maybe I will, actually. Get your summer closet and upgrade with Quince. Go to quince.com/disrespectfully for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
That's QUINCE.com/disrespectfully to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/disrespectfully. So my daddy list today, which is longer than my basement. Number 1, first and foremost, Olivia Gonzalez. So the Brian Koberger trial came to an end, and this is the 4 students, Maddie, Ethan, Xana, and Kaylee, that were murdered in 2022 in Idaho. Families read their impact statements, and I mean, everyone was so strong. Dylan, one of the surviving roommates, I was crying during her. She was so hysterical. And also, I do think we need to touch on true crime culture, and we'll talk about this with Amy Bradley and how disgusting people are. The way people came for her and were making all these theories like, you guys are idiots. Olivia specifically, psychopaths do not feel things the way that we feel them. They do not interpret emotions the way we do. So I'm glad that everyone said that what they needed to say, but him hearing like, you ruined my life or whatever, it does not matter. She did her goddamn research. She stood on business. She mocked him. Some of the things she said, she was like, don't think you ever mattered because someone finally said your name out loud. You know what the most scary thing about you is how painfully average you turned out to be. Ooh, she mocked his eyebrows. He was a failed SoundCloud rapper. I'm glad I didn't know that. She's like, the only thing you failed worse at than being a murderer was being a rapper. Ooh, and because I've watched it so many times because I had full body chills, I zoomed in on his face and you could see the blackness and you can tell he's trying not to react and how pissed he is the whole time. He is going to be thinking about that for life.
Good.
But the last thing that she said was, if you had not snuck in the middle of the night and attacked them in their sleep like a pedophile, Kaylee would have kicked your fucking ass.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mic drop.
Drop.
I commend
Bars.
I commend every single family member that spoke. That I can't imagine being in the same room as someone who did something like that to someone you love. But my God, and I actually know someone that knows her, and so I was kind of wondering if we should ask her to be on. But she's doing interviews, but I just want to give them peace. But
yeah,
if anyone out there knows,
if she's interested, we would love.
If anyone out there knows Olivia and she would want to, we would love to have her. But I obviously don't want to bother them. So. Shout out to that and fuck that guy forever. Now we forget him. Goodbye. You fucking loser. Matt Parker and Trey Stone.
Yep, that was
Daddy,
on mine too.
Daddy. We can share that one.
Yeah, it's on mine. So yeah, let's talk about it because
let's come back to it. Let's talk about the episode. But
we'll
Matt Parker and Trey Stone released the 27th season premiere of South Park. We will get into it. I had this like a month ago and I forgot to talk about it. But Dr. Dugar, friend of the pod, we had him on. Obviously, my surgeon. He did my Botox and he did the neck Botox. I love it. I love what it did for me. I think it's really minimal, but it's a big fan. I can't remember what he called it, but it's...
Don't they call it the Nefertiti or something?
Nefertiti, yeah. So he didn't do my traps, but just a little bit in the neck. I really love it.
I've wanted to try that, but like I only know a couple people that have done it, so I wanted to like get more insight.
I really liked it. So if you want to do it, also go talk to our guy, Dr. Dugar. We love him. And then finally... I can't remember if we've talked about this before, but practical effects in scary movies.
Oh, okay. So no, we have not talked about this. This is extremely specific, so no.
It's extremely specific. Here's the thing. Even the old Jurassic Parks, the way that they were so realistic is because they used practical effects. And there's a current algorithm I'm on that's showing me for a lot of the Final Destination movies and whatever. Like,
Can you explain what a practical effect is?
Yes. A practical effect is something that is real in person that they use to make, and then they like touch it up with the background with like green screens and some CGI. But it's something that's real that they do to make an effect look really realistic as opposed to CGI, which is computer animated. So it's a different thing. Like the T-Rex in the original Jurassic Park was a real thing. It was an animatronic thing that they used. So it looks real because it is real. And budget cuts, capitalistic greed, AI, all of that is threatening real art. And there's something particularly, as you know, we love horror films, about practical effects in horror films. And it really sticks with you. So that's my daddy. It's only 4, but it's a voluptuous. It's this version of...
That's a weighty 4.
It's a weighty 4.
Meaty.
I feel good about it.
Meaty.
Meaty. Who's on yours?
Okay, mine. Well, it was one of them being South Park, so we'll circle back to that. You're gonna get a kick out of this. Easy bake ovens were really fucking daddy. It's not like a current daddy, but like just thinking back on it, and I was laughing to Nick. I was like, I was just that little girl that got up in the night and make myself a little oven cake. Sorry, a little light bulb cake. I think about this. He's like, maybe that's why you don't get sick. I'm like, no, because I ate food that you cooked inside a plastic box with a light bulb.
In its little plastic can.
It's a little tin. Like Forever Chemicals, abundant. Yeah, that's why I don't get sick. I'm that on the inside.
How about the creepy crawler one? It was the same thing, but you made
the goo or the gummy. Yeah,
you made a fucking gummy. Should children be responsible for that? Probably not.
No, I mean I can't believe that they let those things come out. Like truly, I don't think it was supposed to be less of a toy and more of an appliance. I think, but like
Well, the thing we were talking about this yesterday or something. How the difference between children these days sleep in a sleep sack with nothing else in their bed. Whatever. And then people have been doing a trend of like cutting to photos of them in the 90s in their little rockers with their neck literally down like this, covered in ruffled blankets.
Face just covered with the blanket.
How did any of us make it? And I've talked about this before, being a latchkey kid specifically, there are things I look back on and I'm like, you should not be alive. You are on borrowed time. So you are shellacked.
Did you had an easy bake oven, obviously?
Absolutely. Yeah. I was probably doing it at home alone when my sister was babysitting me at age 6.
That's
as an
what
8-year-old.
I was doing up in my bedroom. On the carpet floor.
You're not even in a fucking kitchen. And those fibers were so flammable. It was the most flammable carpet that was ever invented.
Because you got staticky on when you walked on it. You were just like getting electrocuted right and left.
Of course you were doing it on the bedroom floor in unsupervised.
Yeah.
What the fuck was going on in the 90s?
That's what I mean. I those had to have started fires, and I'm not willing to laugh about that, but like, fuck.
Okay, for Hometown Heroes, if you have a fire story related to an easy bake oven or a creepy crawler, please write in.
Yeah.
We need to know about it.
Was there any other like toys at that time that were like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure all of them are banned in the United States at this time, so.
Like you can't buy an easy bake oven anymore.
Would I give my 5-year-old niece a fucking oven and say, knock yourself out, kid, in her bedroom now? No, of course I wouldn't. That's psychotic.
But you just stick your hand
cut her
in.
grapes. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That is such a good
Fucking
one.
It is so good. But like also just such a daddy. I'm up
Yeah,
there.
we made it out.
I'm up there whipping shit up. You know, a cake for myself.
Okay, Martha. Like, okay. You're just
Betty Crocker up in this bedroom.
okay. And you made it. So whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, that's my daddy.
Is that your daddy?
It's my daddy's. But let's go back to the Matt and Trey of it all, because
You start, babe.
that episode was, I mean, my jaw was on the floor the whole time just because like I was like, oh, they really fucking went there with all of it. Like the part where Jesus Christ comes down and he's like telling everyone. I'm like, I just the whole time was like,
Leia, did you watch it?
No.
I don't want to like
that's your assignment when you
spoil
get
it for
home.
people, but like, you know, and then I want to know also if your stance on AI has changed after watching that.
Okay. So it hasn't, but that is the only acceptable use in my opinion. So we don't want to give spoilers, but go watch it immediately. What I will say about it is Matt and Trey are famous for this, of pushing the limits and whatnot. What makes this so gorgeous, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert was just canceled, and it is 100% censorship. You cannot change my mind about it. Paramount did it because right now, Trump has a lawsuit against Paramount over a Kamala interview. It's complete bullshit. Paramount is trying to merge with, I think it's called Skydance. So that lawsuit is interrupting it. So Paramount is pandering to Trump, who is a wannabe dictator. And I'm going to say this while I still fucking can, 10 toes down. So the reason that this is so gorgeous is there was a 2-year back and forth because Comedy Central is where South Park originally came out. Paramount now owns Comedy Central. There's all these monopolies happening, obviously, in the streaming world. So they finally put out an episode. They paid Matt and Trey $1.5 billion. Okay? Billion with a B. And they said, bet. And they added in, it was so current, they added in about The Late Show and censorship, and they hit all the things. And they brought back the picture caricatures like they did for Saddam Hussein. Like they basically modeled it after that. It was so poignant. It was gorgeous. But you want to know the best part?
What?
To sue for defamation, you have to be able to prove that the points aren't true.
You'd have to prove he has a small penis.
He'd have to prove he doesn't have a small penis. The leader of the...
I was saying he does.
For the kind of free world. Oh, he does. So he's not going to prove that. So he'd have to prove that, among other things. And they rode home so hard about the lawsuits and the censorship. This was genius. And by the way, the first time I felt hope since this administration started, we've seen the most horrific shit happen.
Same.
I legitimately was like, Congress has clocked the fuck out. They're all losers. No one is doing anything. Matt Parker and Trey Stone.
It is because like when you're talking about the lawsuits. So like, let's say they try to like get sued again. Like, what's his face? Orange guy tries to sue them, and what have Trey and Matt like South Park be taken off? Okay, well then they turn around and sue them for the $1.5 billion that's in their contract. So like they
win.
They're stuck.
Chess, baby. Remember how everyone's like, Trump is playing chess and you're playing checkers. You all are illiterate. Let's start there. But second
he's
of all,
playing you. Is what he's doing.
He's playing you, and you're in a cult. And no, Matt and Trey are actually playing chess. So I love that. But at the end of the episode, the deal is for 50 episodes. They said 1 of 50, and they do an AI ad of Trump that is
that the
jaw-dropped.
website that comes up, Trump Us or something. I don't know. That all the PSAs are going to be up there. That's a website that exists, and that last scene is in there.
So 1 of 50. We have 49 more to go, and I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Yeah, it's hetrumpeddus.com.
Trumpedus.com is where they're like. So all of the 50 PSAs are going to be up there.
No, it's so gorgeous. What a birthday present for me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the commentary about AI within that episode is so goddamn funny.
I mean, the what people are saying now is if this is what it takes to get, an AI sort of regulation.
Which is probably what they're doing also. Because,
yeah.
By the way, did you see I could put this in my basement. We can discuss it now because it's related. Did you see the AI model in Vogue?
No.
Vogue used its first, or allowed a brand to use its first AI model. It is not a real person. It literally says AI generated, and it's in terms of the arts, and like nothing is protected right now. It's truly terrifying what's going on with AI, and it's going to continue to get worse. It's so scary.
Well, that's why they have to do some type of regulation on it, because it can't just because it can be anything. That's what's scary, that like, people need to start creating more boundaries with it.
Are you noticing when you're online scrolling that you're having to pause when you see anything and you're like, is this AI?
I'm just assuming that everything is at this point. And I hate that, but like I have to, just so I don't fall for anything. I can't be a fool.
Last night, yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm going to be fooled in 20 years. There was a bear jumping on a trampoline and it looked so real. And then I was like, this is not a fucking thing. And I go to the comments and then everyone's like, oh my God, he's so cute. And then people are like, this is AI. So
I get so sad
I
when
wish
there's
more critical thinking was happening.
like baby animal videos that are so cute. I'm like, this is so isn't real, but I wish it was because it's so cute.
So, well, those are whatever. Those are fine because they're not dangerous. But the ones where you're like, there's a continual scheme going on, and they're using the same old people. But they're like, please help me save my cow sanctuary by buying these cow slippers I hand sewed. They are from Shein. You can tell. And so it's like they're using AI to trick people and sell. And like in the comments, they're like, starting a heart chain boost. And I'm like,
I mean, people are already getting tricked by like scam text messages saying that they're from the phone company and they need to pay their bill. Or, what was it yesterday? I got something about an email saying I owed a student loan or something like that. But the email was like from a Hotmail account, So people fall for that right and left. They're absolutely going to fall for something that visually just you cannot tell the difference.
no, I think been getting a lot lately. Threatening, but it's like +63 and then a really long number, and it's like, hey, your registration expired, you're on the lam, the fuzz is coming to get you. You dumb bitch, pay a fine. And then I get how certain people might be who don't take a beat and possibly are older. It's just like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, the people that keep calling me about my student loan, I have news for you. I didn't go to school. I don't have a loan. So stop calling me. I don't owe you money.
Well, anywho.
Well, can we talk about Amy Bradley, though?
Let's talk about Amy.
I don't want to be, I'm not going to be one of those people that gets online and tells you like my theories of what I think actually happened. I thought it was pretty obvious what happened.
No, we need to talk about what happened because people are running with this shit.
People are running. Okay.
What do you think happened?
What I took from it was that she was partying with that guy Yellow. Even after she came back to the room, probably maybe put on a different pair of shoes. Went up, was partying with him till like early morning when the boat was now at the port or whatever. Got off the boat with him to go get some like drugs or do something, who knows, and then was sold.
I have a completely different take on it.
Really?
Yeah. So the documentary, all documentaries have an angle.
Well, I was going to say, I do believe she was targeted. But
here's the thing. I think that in terms of true crime culture, I think that one of the things I loved about, and it was a good documentary, it's called One Night in Idaho on Prime. It's a 4-part series about the Idaho 4. Everyone should watch it because that's how true crime documentaries should be. They should be victim and victim family centric, which it was. So it was Ethan's entire family participated. I think Maddie's mom participated. And it was very little talked about the defendant, that man who I don't need to say again. I just thought it was so well done. And on it, they posted TikToks of people with their bullshit theories, particularly about Dylan, the way they're harassing them. People with true crime, I used to be someone who consumed a lot more. I do listen to MFM still. If I'm familiar with the case, I'll watch something like the Idaho 4, but I don't make it my business, honestly, for my mental health, because I don't think we were ever made or built to take all of this negative energy and horrible shit in. The way that people salivate over it and treat it as a sport, and it's fantastical, and they make up all these theories and whatever, and really say harmful shit online. And it's like, at the end of the day, this is a person, that something horrible happened to this person, and you're just running with it. And with trafficking in general, statistically, trafficking happens to people that are vulnerable. They're in marginalized communities. They do not have support. They don't have family. Here's the thing. At first, I thought it was compelling. And I was like, okay, I could see this happening. And it's not to say that that's never happened in the history of the world. This woman came back at 5:30, was sitting with her brother outside on the deck. I do not see a world in which she goes back when her parents are going to be awake within an hour, looking for her to continue doing drugs with this man or being.
So you think it was the neighbor?
No, I think she fell. I think she fell or she jumped. I think that she went to throw up. She was laying out there. And I know this is someone who needing fresh air. Yeah, I've needed fresh air a lot in my life. As someone who smokes every now and then, when you are drunk like that and you're feeling nauseous and you rip a dart, you get sick. It is just what it is. I think that when the dad saw her legs at 5:30 in the morning, and then he woke up really quickly for something. I think he woke up hearing her fall and didn't know. So I'm not going to speculate whether she fell or jumped, but either way, I think that it's called Occam's razor or something. It's a theory that basically means the simplest answer is usually the correct one. Do you remember that show with Hugh Grant and Nicole Kidman? It came out in 2020, I think, and it was. Can you look that up for me, Leia? It was about a murder, and it basically concludes to that. It was a really good show.
Well, how do you make of the people who were like, I saw that girl, the sightings?
So this is what I'm saying in terms of people are unrealistic narrators. Our human memory is oftentimes unreliable because especially when you are fed other information, it can skew your point about it.
Tattoo?
So I think that people also, that's why I'm saying this whole thing about true crime. People hear
The
Undoing. She was with her family on a cruise. Of course, they would notice she was missing immediately.
But then the guy had all the photos of like Caucasian women.
But we don't know what those photos were. We don't know. Perhaps.
I think there was just a lot of evidence supporting her still being out there. So you have to jump to like maybe she's one of the smaller numbers in those statistics. But
well, even his daughter participating, I was hoping she was bringing something super compelling. She didn't. She was just like, you had this thing of photos. What's up, Dad?
Maybe
like,
she's going off her own gut, her own instinct to know that like the way he behaved and how he changed is just, you know, she knows him better than anyone. Even if he's not like, of course he's not going to say anything. Why would he do anything to implicate himself like that?
I think that anything is possible. But my point is, I do think that in this scenario, I just think if we really look at it critically, and again, the shoes, the cigarettes were gone. I think she got up to smoke or was sick and it just happened. And even the way that the table was flush with the deck, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. And I think people really just run they're always are like at Target, there was a bag near my right tire. That means trafficking.
But she, like, her instinct wouldn't be to just run inside to the bathroom? If there's a bathroom right nearby.
Well, what if she's asleep? Have you ever woken up and had to upchuck and maybe she didn't want to throw up in front of her family? Her whole family was sleeping in the room with her.
I can see like that, but I just like there was just so much other stuff that like you cannot just overlook.
No, I'm definitely not.
And that cruise director was a fucking joke about.
Oh, he was a penis wrinkle if I've ever seen one. I'm like,
then why? The whole time every time they showed him, I was like, this man, like, is he being held against his will? Why is he acting like he didn't knowingly sign up for it? Like, he loved being able to talk about how, oh yeah, I was a musician, I was in a band, I was like, he thought he was the coolest person ever. But then when he had to talk about me, he's like, oh, we got to talk about that girl again. It's like, yeah, that's the whole point of this. Like, wasn't here like we didn't ask you here just to talk about your damn self.
You know who that man was? Michael Scott. I couldn't believe it. I was like, he like showed them how he could grapevine and he didn't even grapevine. I've never seen someone grapevine incorrectly. So that was a first. Yeah. And then he was like living the glory days. So yeah, he was a weirdo, but like lots of people are weirdos. I'm just saying that is what I think. And I obviously so feel for that family no matter what happened. That's unbelievably traumatic. But I just think that she would have been someone that they would be like, there's high visibility. Here's the thing, if she had not come back, I would have believed it. There's just no way in the world that someone goes back at 5:30 in the morning. Their family's right there. They're texting this person. She's hungover by this point. She's sick. I don't think she's scouting drugs at that point. I think she would have circled back and like that maybe that night or disembarked with everyone else. And then it would have been easier to snatch her up on the island. Then what did he do? Drug her and stick her in a laundry bin and push her out? Like, I just personally don't buy it. Leia, did you watch it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So think what you want. I just think in general, this speaks to where we've gotten with true crime as a culture, and it makes me really sad to see.
I think people are they're like really stretching these things and reaching. I don't think that documentary was created to mislead people into believing something else. I just think that family has gone years of collecting evidence or things, citing stories, that I don't know.
Well, and also at the end of the day, we feel horrible for them. Like no matter what happened, it's
I know,
just
it's
such
sad.
a tragic,
that's why I'm just like
tragic thing.
I want to like root for them. Be like, yeah, she's out there.
It makes me so sad.
It makes me sad too. Finding great candidates to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You get too many resumes, not enough candidates with the right skills or experience.
But not with ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter finds amazing candidates for you fast. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/disrespect.
ZipRecruiter's smart technology identifies top talent for your roles quickly. Immediately after you post your job, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology Start showing you qualified people for it.
ZipRecruiter lets you connect with top candidates ASAP. You can use ZipRecruiter's pre-written invite to apply message to personally reach out to your favorite candidates and encourage them to apply sooner.
Ditch the other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter find what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get quality candidate within the first day. Try it for free at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/disrespect.
Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/disrespect. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Almost every American has some sort of relationship with soda from their childhood. Some people grew up drinking it all the time and then quit, and some people are still addicted and trying to quit.
I've never been addicted to anything in my life. Kidding. I think that there's just something so wonderful about that full sugar pop memory from when you were little. Summertime, It's at a birthday party.
You crack open a can, you take a sip, it's spicy.
You got a corner piece of cake.
You kind of go, yeah.
Do some of that little pizza party.
Oh,
the best memes.
Pizza and a soda pop are the best combo ever.
The best. Olipop uses a functional ingredient blend to support digestive health. Olipop offers a delicious alternative to traditional soda, providing mainstream consumers with the flavor they want without the typical health trade-off.
90% of Americans consume more than the USDA's daily recommended added sugar intake, which is 30 grams. Sweetened beverages like soda are the leading source of added sugars in the American diet.
Olipop is much, much lower in sugar than conventional sodas, with only 2 to 5 grams of sugar from natural sources. No added sugar. My favorite, I've talked about it all the time, it's the vintage cola. It only has 2 grams of sugar as compared to regular Coca-Cola, which has 39 grams of sugar, but still the classic nostalgic, incredible taste.
You want to talk about nostalgia? The orange squeeze has 5 grams of sugar compared to orange Fanta, which has 44 grams of sugar, but it still gives that same childhood feeling.
I've got to try that sometimes. You guys should too. Get a free can of Olipop, buy any 2 cans of Olipop in store, and we'll pay you back for one. Works on any flavor at any retailer. Just go to drinkolipop.com/disrespectfully.
Olipop is sold online at drinkolipop.com and Amazon, and available in almost 50,000 retailers nationwide, including Costco, Walmart, Target, Publix, Whole Foods, Kroger, and H-E-B.
Should we kick this thing up a notch?
Have you seen any of the videos about mermaids at Area 51?
No. Tell me all about it, though.
I mean, there's not much to say. So I follow this one gal on TikTok, and people write in their like scary like stories, basically, and she reads them. And someone wrote in because they worked at Area 51, obviously anonymously, and they're like, I worked in a certain like area, but they told me they needed my help in a different area that has way higher like security clearances and things like that. And he's like, so I like was escorted there. Like they walked me as quickly as they possibly could just to not like stop and like look at things. Like he wasn't able to like don't just keep your head forward. He said he sat in a room, did the work that they asked him to do. And then as he was leaving, they were walking down the hall, and he said there was a doorway that was like opened as I was walking by. And I just like looked in because that's what you do when something, catches your eye. And he's like, I saw 2 tanks. And he's like, and there was a mermaid in each one, and one just based on like some like features hair wise, I could make out that there was a male and a potentially female. He's like, but they didn't look like the pretty, like anyway, he's like, they looked a little scary.
I would believe that.
Yeah.
I would believe it was closer to The Shape of Water vibes in terms of what they're looking like.
That fucking movie.
What do you think about that movie?
Weird.
I loved it.
I mean, I loved
so
it.
So many
but
people
like,
did not like it. I thought it was so good.
I remember, no, I did. When I look back, I'm like, no, it's actually a really good movie. But I remember watching it and being like, he's not gonna. Oh, he is gonna.
Oh, he's gonna. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. I really don't see myself dating men anymore. But if I did, maybe it would be that. I feel like that guy was packing something special.
Honestly, though, if you've seen that movie, you know exactly what we're talking about. But
here's the thing: in general, do you believe in mermaids, or do you believe that account?
Yeah, I've 100%. I think there's been also people that have like had their own sightings and experiences as well. That like, and it's all the same,
right?
So it's like no one's being like, yeah, look like Ariel. Everyone's like, no, it's pretty fucking freaky.
Well,
and like the fishermen's that like, have you seen those where they do the siren like? You can hear them.
So I like the idea of them being sirens and eating men. Like I really, really love that storyline, and I choose to believe it. And also I just think that all things are possible on this deeply unserious planet. But I think maybe it's like, you've seen The Witch.
Yeah.
Obviously. So you know how she's a shapeshifter in terms of like looking hot to lure in and then turns into what she is. That's what I think. Think they have the ability to be sirens and be hot and magnetic, and then all of a sudden they put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. And I was like, I like that. And I don't think they would hurt us. I think they'd want to kiss while they were still hot, and then that would be fine. So I believe then if they're in Area 51 in tanks, they're mad. So why would they be their hot version of themselves? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to show you what I look like after I got home at 4 a.m. and didn't wash my makeup off, and I have Taco Bell waiting at the door.
Somebody commented in that video and was like, they basically confirmed it with their own experience. So if anyone knows, but hey, girl was it her stepdad who wrote in that did something?
Area 51.
If you have any insight, just let us know.
When are they going to open Area 51 up for tourism?
Never.
Why not? I mean, I'm like, again, Jurassic Park, capitalism, baby. There's no way. I want to go.
Clearance, you know how sometimes like they have like what do they call it? Biometrics or like fingerprints. No, this one measures the length of your fucking finger bones. Because I guess they're all specific.
What if I went up to the camera and just pulled my tits out? What about these biometrics? What do you think they'd say?
Maybe, but I just think that's crazy. Like you have to have the correct whatever. You can't just steal someone's fingerprint.
I just think that I don't want to leave this planet without seeing that. Like, why can't they just like? And also at this point, you guys, everything's awful. Who cares? Just let us see. Like, what are the secrets really going to protect us so much? And however, I hate SeaWorld, and that kind of sounds like SeaWorld. So I would maybe do my best to free willy that bitch. But
yeah,
do you think they're trying to mate them?
I think I just genuinely think they're trying to, like, it's a species that we know nothing about. I don't know if they're trying to mate them, but I think just trying to get all the info they can. The intel.
The ocean is so fucking scary.
Every time, like, did you see, that hunk of a glacier broke off, and underneath there was like hundreds of thousands of like new species that they've never seen, like worms
and nice disease. Let's let that out in the universe.
It's just like, okay, so just on any given day there can be not just like a new species discovered, but like hundreds or thousands. Like, that's scary.
Well, when I was, it's weird. This popped in my head last night when I was diving Catalina 2 years ago. Actually, Lex and Emma are in a diving group and asked me to come do Catalina. And I was like, I'm never doing Catalina again. And I had the thing happen where my wetsuit came undone underwater, and it was like 60 something degrees, and I panicked and I did all the wrong things, like forgot all my training and shot to the surface. Was very lucky that I didn't get the bends. But during that time when we got on the boat right after the last dive of the day, because there's 3, they were like, oh, a great white breached there yesterday. So I remember when I shot up the deckhand or whatever, because a diver should not be doing that unless they're in trouble. And they're like, are you okay? Are you okay? So I signaled like, I'm okay. I'm like choking out water. And then I was just bobbing, and I realized how far from the boat I was and how far from the land I was. And I was just like, there are 100% great whites in this area, and they attack from below. So I was just trying not to think about it. And I have a great white shark jaw tattoo. I love sharks, but and I love the ocean. There's nothing I want more than to be in a body of water, but I also just have to not think about it when I'm in it, because you could get fucked up.
Like, you are just wired totally different to be able to do that and like enjoy it. And like, that sounds like a saw trap for me. Like,
is that a saw trap?
Oh yeah. Having to be underwater like that in the ocean. I don't like open water. Lakes.
I love open water.
Only because I know that, like, okay, there's a bottom that's not too, I can rationalize being in a lake, but being in an ocean is just, no. It's like thinking about eternal life. Did that ever freak you out, thinking about eternal life?
The lack of it, or what part are we talking about?
Because when we were watching the documentary last night, we were talking about just like religion and how like they preach like eternal life. With like, when I heard that at the age of, I don't know, 10, I couldn't comprehend that. And I didn't want that. I was like, no, there has to be an end. It can't just be like every day, another day. And I'm like, didn't understand that time works differently,
Eternal life sounds bad. I don't even like this. I'm not having a very good time. I'm having like a good enough time.
I think that's what I think I just was becoming aware of like the evils in the world. And I was like, I don't want that. I want this to be over at some point.
I think that it's just an energy transfer. So like, I think there is a type of eternity, and allegedly, I think I've maybe talked about this book before, Many Lives, Many Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Have we talked about this?
No.
Very interesting story about this. It was written by a therapist who was working with a patient, and he was doing hypnosis, and she was able to tap into past lives. And the way he was able to confirm that it was true was she knew things about him that there's no way that she could have known, like really crazy shit.
Wow.
Really good book. Highly recommend.
I love that kind of stuff, like the past lives. but also just afterlife, people that talk about what they experienced when they died.
Right. So one of the things that he says is, so we're moving through these planes. I think there's 7 planes. So each life you do, you're here for a lesson or whatever. So apparently we all signed up for this and all signed up for the people that are in our lives and whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to need a big old fucking reason when we get back.
I was taking that personal.
Yeah. I'm like, what kind of masochist am I? And what plane am I on? Am I on -3? I'm like, what lessons are we searching for here? So, I mean, that's fine if we energy transfer and whatnot. But my point about that is we all chose to be here. And I know life is a gift and whatever. And there's a lot of people who have it so much worse than us. It's crazy. Like, I understand that. I'm not trying to take away from it. But I am just saying, what are we doing here?
We don't know.
We're here yapping. Like,
if
what
somebody,
the fuck? What? It's like many lives, many masters. So we have these masters that are teaching us these things from the great beyond and slingshotting us back. And I'm like, did they really have in mind for me that we'd be talking about shitting your pants on this podcast? Was that really the great design? I mean, I like doing it, but like,
you know what? I think those are just the little perks that we get along the
is
way.
It?
I think so. I think so, because I think your soul or whatever is trying to reach a certain level just over time. So like you have to go through life as different people, species, the whole thing. You have to have like the full experience.
In terms
and
of
the full human experience.
Existential, whatever. I've maybe told you this before because this one really fucked me up. Allegedly. And like, what is God going to sue me? I don't know why I keep saying that, but there is a theory, like we've talked about the space-time continuum, that every moment we've ever existed is happening right now and we're choosing consciously to be here. Apparently, there's one that each soul on planet Earth has to go through and be every soul. And that's how you get to the next place. So you have to go through.
You can't be every soul. You have to
you keep coming back. They keep the space.
You have one soul.
The space-time continuum. Yeah, your soul, but you have to have every person's experience all over the planet. And there's billions of people.
Okay, I don't know about that, but I think just every type of experience, like category-wise.
I don't know. I don't want to believe that because that's too much to think about.
Like you one time have to be like a man. Like I feel like what I've been told about past life, according to me, is that I've always been man.
Yeah, I give that energy too. So I'm like, why I can't be dainty? It's because I've been Thor.
That's why we got that big dick energy.
100%.
That's why I said there's a scene in Vanderpump Rules where we're talking about this, and I was doing a reading with Allie, and we were talking about past lives, and like I've always been a man, and I was like, yeah, that's why I have big dick energy, because I used to have one.
100%. Shout out to Allie Luber. She's going to be on the podcast in a few weeks. She did a chart reading for me the other night for the start of Leo season. And it felt extremely cosmic, and I'll wait to talk about it a little more with her, but it was incredible. So if you need a reading of astrology, I really got so much out of it. And we had a great time. So we had some wine, we had a kiki.
Okay.
Also, I'm always talking about TikTok. So March 2026 is the end of this podcast because it's when it ends here. But a guy was in a swimming pool and there was all these marbles falling in, AI. But it was representing the amount of galaxies that are in the world, and it filled a pool. Like it's so.
How do they know this though? How are they able to how do they know that there's that many galaxies?
Because the advancements of where we've been able to see and the telescopes and it's just, I don't know. I guess I'm not an astronaut and I'm grasping at straws, but I believe them, and it is just so vast. So it's like, are there mermaids in our giant ocean? We know more about the fucking moon than the ocean.
No, but that is a really scary thought as well, that we don't know. We know more about what's happening in this universe, let alone this planet. But I just don't understand. Like when they're like, oh, we just have this technology to just know things are out there that we can't even see or like have real proof that they're there. But like right now, it's like my phone will glitches.
Sometimes I look at my fingers and I get freaked out.
Why do I know exactly what you mean by
what
that?
I mean, and not even on mushrooms. Like especially on mushrooms, but sometimes like dead sober, I'm just like, what are we doing here?
Who designed the human? Who was like, they're gonna have these like little like phalanges. They're gonna have all these like little bits.
I don't know. Sometimes my knees pop, and I'm like, "Who is my ops from the great beyond?" Because what were you doing when you stuck me together incorrectly? And
who
gave
designed
me hip
these
dips?
knees?
We just don't know. Who designed my red dry eyes? I'm like, are you fucking serious? Who decided to make my hair fall out at 28?
No, who decided that your scalp's just always gonna be flaking?
Like,
no matter what shampoo or what you do, you get the flaky scalp.
I just don't know.
This episode of Disrespectfully is brought to you by Alloy Women's Health. Aging can be, let's put it plainly, crappy. Trouble sleeping, hot flashes, brain fog, weight gain, and low libido can hit hard.
That was me this morning. I
anything
went through that
else?
entire spectrum. Menopause and midlife are inevitable, but they're also treatable. But almost half of women wait more than 3 years before seeking relief from symptoms, which is not cute. Part of the problem, 43% of women say their doctors never even mention MHT, menopause hormone therapy, and 40% didn't know where to turn for help.
That's where Alloy comes in, actually. They offer unlimited access to menopause-trained, board-certified doctors for science-backed hormone treatments for perimenopause and menopause symptoms, plus support for skin, hair, and sexual wellness.
Because hormones affect everything, including your skin. Loss of estrogen leads to thinner, drier, less elastic skin. That's why they created M4, their prescription strength skincare line made just for women in midlife.
And now they're building on the success of our M4 face cream with 2 new skincare innovations available only at Alloy. The M4 Lift and Renew RX Eye Cream and M4 Smooth and Firm RX Priming Serum. These aren't your average skincare products. Powered by prescription strength estriol, they hydrate deeply, support collagen, and help reverse and prevent visible signs of aging.
In clinical testing, 76% of women saw smoother skin and fewer crow's feet. 79 said their skin looked firmer, and 74 noticed a brighter and more even tone. Alloy makes it easy. Everything happens online with treatments delivered to your door. No appointments, no pharmacy lines, thank God knee, just real relief from the inside out and skin that shows it.
Sign up. Alloy solutions are available by prescription, so you'll need to complete a short medical questionnaire and patient verification. Design your treatment plan with a physician. You'll work with an expert physician to finalize a personalized treatment plan tailored to your specific needs.
Get a 3-month supply. Once approved, Alloy ships your prescription directly to your door with automatic refills. Join the 95% of women who tried Alloy and saw relief in their first 2 weeks. Head to myalloy.com and tell them all about your symptoms, and you'll get a fully customized treatment plan.
And you'll get $20 off your first order today when you use code DISRESPECTFULLY. Head to myalloy.com and enter code DISRESPECTFULLY to get $20 off your first order.
Here's the thing, in terms of energy transfer, and not to bring it back down, but I love talking about my mom. And since it's her birthday, like, I just do believe that she's out there in a different way. And it took me so long to be able to enjoy my birthday. Honestly, even only the last few years. And I've come so far with it. So I woke up today feeling really grateful for that.
Yeah.
And I don't usually talk to her, but I had a little convo with her this morning when I was getting up. And I was just like, damn, bitch, I finally did it. I'm finally okay enough to like love today. And it's about you too, but it's first and foremost about me, which I know she would really love. So like whatever her energy is, I just know she's having a kiki somewhere. And like, I
She's
also
having a
just
little
know
drink.
that.
What does she like to drink? Martinis?
What
Everything?
didn't she like to drink?
Oh.
That booze hound? I would say some type of, she's probably having some Franzia Zinfandel,
Yes.
or a dirty, she loved a dirty martini. She loved to be in her light up pleasers. And with all of her tattoos that she collected in the last years of her life, she loved to dance. So she's doing whatever that is. And I
She had a
just,
pair of light up tweezers. Teasers.
pleasers.
Pleasers.
The stripper hero.
Let's
Do you know I'm being
delete that.
Do you know I'm being serious right now?
No, I want to hear more about these shoes. Okay.
So my mom, notorious party girl. She was a bartender forever. She was a stay-at-home mom. She ended up she only got a GED. So and she was like truly one of the smartest people I knew. But so if she had higher education, God knew she'd be too powerful. So she became a real estate agent. And those were some of the only stable years of my childhood that I remember. And she was really good at it because she was good with people and she was well-spoken and really pragmatic and just like cool, and people wanted to be around her. So she was good in sales, but she like never lost that. She wore high heels every day of her life, open-toed in the snow in Washington. It was like so funny. Like she'd have her little belly button ring out with like a sweater with like her belly and like a skirt. She did not give a fuck. She was just who she was in every room ever. And I don't know when she bought them, but she bought a pair of pleasers, which are, if you don't know, my slutty Grim Reaper is wearing pleasers. That's tattooed on my hip, but they're the shoes often found in establishments for dancing with your tits
midnight
out.
ballerinas wear them.
Midnight ballerinas. So they're really, really, really tall, but hers lit up, and she thought they were so
amazing.
fun and so cool. So she would always wear
Did she
them.
clack them for you?
100%.
Yeah.
She iconically always wore them to her office Christmas party. She was the belle of the fucking ball. She did not care. That bitch got so drunk and was walking around that pleasers, managed not to break an ankle. At her memorial, we had like a big photo of her, and like we couldn't throw a lot of money at it. So we had like 2 small like flower arrangements. We had a table with all her high heels and her pleasers were on them. That was the first pair.
Where are the pleasers today?
I don't know.
All I got from my mom was her ring and her pleasers.
And I lost the ring, so maybe the pleasers will come back to me. I wish I had them, but well, now I have her
That's
dress
amazing.
that Brittany left with me, which is really nice. That I
oh.
didn't know that she left it with me when she brought it to LA, which is really nice. And I've been like smelling it like a creep. But yeah, we had her high heels. Like I don't know, how many memorials have you been to where it's just like someone's high heel collection and it's their pleasers?
Obsessed.
Really fucking iconic stuff.
Yeah, Carrie Bradshaw wishes.
Wish it could never. Let's see. I turned 35, so she would be turning 67 today. And guess what? She'd be wearing those pleasers into the grave beyond. But I don't know. I guess in terms of existential dread, when she died, it fucked me up, obviously, because I just was so close with her, but also because it makes you realize your own mortality. Like I realized that at a really young age.
Yeah.
But now I just know I have something to look forward to. I just know. I know I'm going to see her and she's going to be sitting with Leo, having a nice martini. And like, I feel not scared in that regard.
Good.
Like death is a scary concept, but I just know I'm going to hear her laugh right away and we're just going to fucking
the
hug
one thing,
and
but
kiss
the one
each other a million
thing,
times.
going back to people that have died and come back and told their story, the one thing that they don't say about death, period, is that it's scary.
No one wants to die. My mom used to say that.
But they don't say it's scary. They said everyone that when they describe death and what
peaceful.
It's the most beautiful thing.
But in our human form, it's just not, it's our will to live. So everyone is afraid of death and you say you're not, that's
the human design.
My mom used to say she wasn't, and she did die being afraid, and I understand that. But I think the second you pass over, you don't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
So there's comfort in that too.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've said
update
before,
real quickly after that.
in the dreams that I've had about her, she's been about my age, maybe a few years older, and she's so beautiful and so golden and so like, those are my favorite dreams. And I haven't had too many of them, but I like track her. All I do is look at her, and like she's been close to me a few times and like touched my face, and I could feel her. Like I knew it was her, and she's always trying to make me feel better or just like smile at me. And so she's that best version of herself somewhere.
Yeah.
So I like that.
I love that. How old was she when she had you?
Turned 32 the day she had me.
Okay. So yeah, you were like that age that you began to know her.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
And she never got to know this very cool version of me, but like, she knows.
You're still probably her. When you describe her, I'm like, that's so your mom.
I know. And that's like Lenny now, seeing that in her, like it's in terms of believing that in the way that I've talked about it before, where she was like, I am Grandma Julie. And I'm like, the fuck, you creep. But even the way that like Lenny sees ghosts and like I just know there's something there. And I love Rowie too, obviously, but Rowie's brand new. I know this is her first time, just like my sister.
I'm still getting to know her.
And I just know it's her first time. But Lenny, that bitch is 105. Recently, she said to Brittany, is your mommy dead? And Brittany was like, yeah, she is. She's in heaven. And she was like, do you miss her? And she was like, oh yeah, of course I do, every day. And then she was like, will you have me? She's 5. Like, she asks about her randomly.
That's
like
the cutest thing ever.
I don't really know where that comes from, but she said that to me before when she was 3. She was like, she calls me Rah Rah, and she was like, Rah Rah, where's your mommy? It makes me sad. So I don't know. She just knows.
She gets it.
She knows things, and there's just no reason for it. So I don't know. It used to make me really sad. Now it gives me hope, and I just feel good.
That's fucking beautiful.
Thanks for letting me talk about her.
No, I love
to talk about her.
I love hearing you talk about her.
She's the best.
I wish I knew her, but
I do too. I mean, that's obviously
like the pleasers are just that's.
Oh,
I'm gonna think about that every day.
Legitimately, I'm like, yeah, of course, it's sad for a million reasons, and the people that I love and the things that I do. I wish she could see that, but yeah, she's probably on a pole somewhere in heaven. Okay, wait. Speaking of throwbacks,
yeah.
In terms of my dead mom, that's a throwback. Devil Wears Prada.
Oh.
My mom loved that movie. Have you seen the behind the scenes, the filming?
I've seen some photos that have been posted. I wish I wouldn't, because I'm like, I don't want to see like the outfits. I don't want to, Well, I saw one picture of Anne Hathaway and she's carrying like a bag that says runway on it. And I was like, did she go back to work at runway?
Well, the thing is, I actually was going to ask you about this because yes, it's cool to see it, but I do miss the surprise of the early aughts where you didn't see anything. All of a sudden the trailer was out and whatever. And now kind of, I remember with Barbie, the same thing was happening. We saw so many still frames of them.
Yeah.
I will say it was very Meryl Streep. There's a big crowd like watching her film and she came up, she was fully in character. She was Miranda Priestley and she like came to the window and was like, and then turned back around and I was like, but I love to see it.
I just got chill. Yeah, no, I'm not indulging in it, but I've scrolled past some stuff on like, I don't know, Instagram or Threads, and
Well,
But yeah,
I saw
don't like
Sally and Jilly giving each other a hug, and
Oh,
that
I
gave
saw
me
that
full body chills.
too.
Evan Rachel Wood is not coming back. How do you feel about that? They said she didn't ask her, and I'm like, why?
Really?
Yeah, she plays Sally's daughter.
Yeah,
if you
but I
remember,
wonder why.
I don't know. I'm sad about it, but yeah, watching them hug, I'm like, please don't fuck this up because practical magic is
I
our
know.
Bible. Like, I need it to not be ruined.
It's just it is a perfect. Oh God, I cry so much watching that. But yeah, I just want to be surprised. That's
I do
all.
too.
Is it too much to ask?
I don't ask for much.
I don't know.
Have you? I mean, wait, is it out yet, or did Floor just go to the premiere? But Freaky Friday, I do need to see that.
Oh, Freakier Friday. I think that comes on.
Freakier Friday.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, and everyone's invited, but we want to do a double feature day and see Weapons and Freakier Friday.
Perfect.
Okay, good.
When does Weapons come out? Is it before, together, or after?
I think it comes out the same weekend. I think it's the 8th or so, around then.
Okay, we can split it up, but I will say I have not been this excited for a movie in forever. Together with Frank, one of the Francos, and
100%
and his
Rotten
wife.
Tomatoes.
It's there. People are saying that it's the best body horror since The Substance, and I just loved it. It was so goddamn good. I cannot wait for that movie.
Yeah, no, it's getting incredible reviews too. So.
Okay, we're gonna do a double feature. Okay, speaking of AI, I did see the Weapons used AI for one of the trailers, and someone broke it down frame by frame. It's just so lame. Stop with the AI, my God.
No, yeah.
I don't like it.
Oh, AI should only be for silly Instagram posts. That's it.
Yeah.
For funsies.
Agreed.
And maybe if you want to ask ChatGPT, like a little question here and there. ChatGPT. What is it? ChatGPT.
GPT.
Yeah, other than that, we hate it. Let's do basement. Mine's surprisingly limited, so maybe I'm turning into a new woman.
Oh.
Who's in your basement?
Well, hold on.
Wait, can I tell you one more funny thing? Because this is going to be a quick throwaway, but it legitimately made me laugh. Saw an interview, just a clip of it, where Fat Joe said he drinks 30 to 40 Pepsis a day. And maybe it was Diet Pepsi. I don't know, but imagine drinking 30 to 40 of anything a day.
No,
like, was he joking?
I drink like 3 to 4 things a day.
There's a soda addict on TikTok that probably would say it's true because they do drink that much. But I'm like, holy shit.
That is impressive.
I'm going to drink a bottle of wine and feel nothing later. I'm going to be okay with it.
Oh my God. That's wild.
Crazy.
Why would you admit that?
I don't know. Anyway, who's in your basement?
Okay. Dawdlers. Aloof magoofs. That behavior. I cannot. Okay. Because there was at Disneyland the other day, and why people, it's like, understand you're in a very densely packed, populated area. It's busy. There's people everywhere. Why are you just dawdling? How are you that situationally, spatially unaware of what's happening around you? And you're just like walking at a snail pace, checking your phone, stopping, and there's people just trying to get around your ass, whether you're at a theme park, whether you're at an airport, on a sidewalk. And if you're in a group of 3 people, don't all like stretch out.
Babe, you know what I call this? Turtles. The fanning of turtles.
The turtles.
When a turtle fans and they fan to the width of wherever you're walking.
I just get really impatient.
Nothing brings out the old me.
Go.
Nothing brings out the old unhealed me more than that.
I don't need everyone to be sprinting, but like, can you just keep up a pace here? Like, so we're not all just like waiting behind you. It's like, I wish I could be just that blissfully just unaware of everything around me and just in my own world, you know.
Aloof magoofs.
I don't
have time for it.
I feel like, we talk about first day Earthers. I think that's like where they go first.
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland. They just get dropped off there.
Yeah.
I
could see
it out.
Like, you guys, what are we doing?
Hello. Anyway, who's in your basement?
I only have one.
Oh.
Paramount.
Yeah.
So sick of conglomerates and particularly monopolies bending the knee to a fascist. And the thing is, you guys, what's that saying? Democracy is great as long as you can keep it. And this is how it happens. We've seen this play out in history many times. It's textbook. So fuck you, Paramount. And I hope every single one of you that made those at the C-suite level, the executive decisions, shit your bed when you saw that episode.
Was it Colbert or was it, what's his face that did the bit, and he's just like, say, go fuck yourself.
Colbert.
In the words of Colbert, just go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you got to do.
Well, it's like when Michael Scott quit and he was like looking for a job. He realized like he really needed one, and he like goes on a website, and Jim hears like, it's like screaming. He's like, it's monster.com, not monsters. But then that day he's like ties undone. He has scotch with Splenda in it, and he was like having fun. And Jim is like, surprisingly, there is a big difference between Michael trying and Michael not trying. And Colbert, the wheels have gone off. He does not care.
Did you see, real quick side note, the video of Trump with Justice Powell? Is it? You know what I'm talking about?
Describe the video to me.
They're wearing hard hats. They're talking
Yes.
about the federal building. Okay. And he looks at him. He goes,
Trump is lying, as he does, and
he fact checked
he
him.
literally goes like this.
He's like, no,
He's
that,
like violently
he's like,
shaking
that
his head.
building was done 5 years ago. That literally, yeah.
He's like, it's new. It just came out. Again, he just so blatantly lies and people run with it. So
but
sick of arguing
good
with
on
y'all.
him for in the moment being like, no, you're wrong.
That's a lie.
Don't let people get away with lies.
It was such a Dakota Johnson Ellen moment. No, Ellen, that's not true.
That's I invited you to my party. Yeah. So that's my bit on that.
Okay, well, I think that's the episode.
That is. Thanks for so that was weird.
I don't even know what just happened.
I liked it though.
I did too. I hope this is a fun. Sometimes when we think it's weird, it ends up being cool, but I guess we'll see.
Felt very existential and I like it.
Well, I love you so much. Thank
I
you.
love
for
you
my
so much.
birthday
Happy
gift.
birthday.
Thank you. I'll see you tonight.
I'll see you tonight.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Babe, you're gonna see the power of women. Like, disrespectfully.